Don't you hate it like when you go somewhere and you see somebody that you know but don't know like that, and you ask them how they doing, and they go into all their life problems? Don't do that. Like, just say you doing good. Like, I don't care if you dying from cancer. Just like say you good. I don't really care what's going on in your life. I'm just trying to be nice here. Now, we done all had a bunch of embarrassing moments that we would never tell people, but me, I'm a little different. I'm gonna tell y'all some of the most embarrassing stories that I got. I'm already finna expose myself, so ain't no point of wasting time. Let's just get into this shit. So the first story is when I was real little. I barely remember the shit. I don't remember where I was at. I was at like some type of I think it was after a funeral or something. All I know is that I was with a bunch of family members that I didn't really know like that, and we was all at this big table at some place, and it was a bathroom like right by where we was at, where we was eating at. It was like, so like, let's say the table right here. Let's say I'm the table. This door is the bathroom. It wasn't that close, but you get a feel for it. It's like having a bathroom in your bedroom. I went in there, I used the bathroom. Now, when I was little, I used to do this thing where like, I would like talk to myself a lot. And that's exactly what I was doing that day. I was in there using the bathroom and I was talking to myself. Now, when I was little, I didn't really think like I wasn't embarrassed to do that. Like, I still talk to myself, but I'm more embarrassed to do it. But like back then, I didn't care at all. So I'm in there, I'm using the bathroom, and I'm talking to myself. I'm having a whole conversation like I am right now, talking to nobody. So I flush the toilet, I come out the bathroom, and as soon as I step out the bathroom, it's like 30 people in this room. Everybody in this room, when they saw me, they all started clapping. And I heard somebody say,
"Thanks for the song."
They thought I was in that motherfucker singing. I was in there talking to myself. I was so embarrassed. Like, you would think that I wouldn't be embarrassed. I was so embarrassed, bro. Like, I was having a whole conversation with myself, and they was listening like a bunch of weirdos. But yeah, that's the story on how I was talking to myself in the bathroom, and a bunch of people thought I was singing, and they thanked me for the song and applauded me. This next story is a quick one. It was freshman year or sophomore year in high school. Didn't have a car yet. But instead, you know what I did have? A bike. I had a bike. I used to ride that bike all the time, all through the city. I was riding my bike everywhere. And it's this McDonald's that's like 4-5 blocks down the street. And I was around that area, and I had a speaker hanging off the handlebars, and I was listening to, what was I listening to? This is actually also embarrassing. I was listening to the SpongeBob Fun song, but it was a remix of it. And I remember, like, I was riding straight, and the sidewalk like did a little zigzag because somebody's yard came out a little too far, so the sidewalk had to like zigzag like that. And I'm listening to the music, so you know, when you listening to music, you think you're in a music video. I'm trying to be cool and like go smoothly and go like skirt skirt like that on the bike. Nigga, I turned these handlebars this way and almost rolled into the street. And so I tried to save myself by immediately going this way, and I bust my shit. And and somebody, the house that it was, somebody was in the backyard on the phone. And I was going fast. I was going fast on the bike. So that's why I really fell, because I was going super fast and I tried to skirt. Bro, oh my God. I bust my shit off that fucking bike. And dude in the yard didn't say nothing. Like, he didn't laugh or nothing, but he saw it. He was looking at me. He didn't ask me, was I good or nothing like that. The next story takes place on a bike again. I was going to Wendy's for my grandma and my brother. She sent me to Wendy's, and I think it was snowing. It had snow and it had rain. So like, it was ice all over the place. I went to Wendy's, I grabbed the food, and I'm riding back, and I see that it's some ice. Now, you can probably already see where it's going. A smart person would have just went slowly over it or just went around it. I didn't do that. And mind you, this on 27th and Capitol. This is the Wendy's on 27th and Capitol if you live in Milwaukee, so you kind of know the area that I'm in. I seen this ice, and I was already going fast because I was a speed racer on my bike like I always was. And I tried to go over the ice like smoothly. And it was a lot of ice. It wasn't like a quick patch. As soon as my front wheel got on that bike, it started wobbling, and I bust my shit. Food went everywhere. Enough food to feed 3 people. Mind you, 27th and Capitol, busy street, broad daylight. People saw this shit. My food is all over the place. Like, I couldn't do nothing but just pick my bike up and just ride back home and, you know, take that ass whooping like a G. You know what? I just thought of another story, and it take place on a bike again. I was coming from my grandma's house. It was the summertime. My mama was at work. I was on punishment at the time, and I wasn't supposed to be riding my bike. I wasn't supposed to be going nowhere, but you know, badass kid. And it was a red light, like going across. It was a red light, but I had the right of way. So I went to cross, and as soon as I got in the middle of the street, a red van that was at the red light slammed on his gas. I'm convinced he tried to kill me, because he waited till I got in the middle of the street to start going. He hit me. I didn't fly off my bike, but I like fell over, and then he took off. I was good, like I wasn't hurt or nothing, but my bike was fucked. But the part that made it so embarrassing was like, it was plenty people around. It was plenty cars at that intersection. Plenty people got out their cars to ask me, was I good? And I was good. It was just embarrassing that like so many people saw that happen. It was like, God damn. This next story took place when I was in like 8th grade. So as a kid, I couldn't hoop. Sucked at hooping. Probably still suck. I ain't shot a basketball in years. But at the time, I sucked, but I didn't really know I sucked. Like I was in that stage where like everybody knew I sucked, but I thought I was good, so I just kept playing. And it was like, I don't remember what game it was, but it was a real important game. And we was close. And coach had put me in just because he didn't put me in because he thought I was gonna save the game. He put me in because I hadn't played the whole game. He just put me in, which was dumb because it was like the last couple seconds, and the game was close, and it was an important game. Long story short, it's like 7 seconds on the clock. We on defense. One of my boys get the stop, and I was the type of kid where like as soon as we get a stop, I shoot down court. Even though nobody would pass me the ball because they knew I sucked. But I shoot down the court just to see if somebody would pass me the ball. And my boy DA, he threw the ball to me. I caught it. I wasn't right under the rim. I caught it at like the free throw line. So I dribbled a couple times, went up for the layup.
Here's Terry, Green, Bass, steal by the Pistons. Lights all alone. Oh, he missed!
Bottom of the backboard, hit me right in the face, and we lost. That one stop, we was down 1 point when we got the stop. If I would have made that, we would have been up 1, and it was nowhere near enough time for them to score again. I fucked that up. But yeah, them all my embarrassing stories. Well, them not all, you know them not all, but them just the most that I'm comfortable saying on camera. Comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.